There's something undeniably special about a well-chosen skirt. It has the power to transform any outfit with grace and sophistication. But once you hit your 60s, skirts become even more powerful. When chosen right, they can make you look slimmer, taller, and effortlessly elegant. If you've been following me for a while, you might remember my video on how to dress to look taller and slimmer over 60. That one's packed with great ideas, and today's post builds on that with a new twist. We're focusing entirely on skirts, what works, what to avoid, and how to style them like a true fashion icon. So if you're ready to embrace skirts in a fresh, modern, and flattering way, let's dive right in. 1. Say goodbye to boxy, straight skirts that cut you off. Let's start with a style trap I see all too often. Those stiff, straight-cut skirts that fall at mid-calf. They're tempting because they seem modest and classic, but trust me, they can do more harm than good. Boxy skirts with no waist definition tend to visually cut your body in half, making you look shorter and wider, which is exactly what we want to avoid. I remember owning a wool pencil skirt in my early 50s, mid-length, straight cut, and no shaping. I thought it looked sophisticated, but every time I wore it, something felt off. It didn't flatter my figure, and the rigid fabric made it worse. These kinds of skirts make you lose your natural silhouette, which is so important to maintain after 60. Instead, look for skirts that emphasize the waist and follow the curves of your body. A-line skirts, tulip skirts, and softly pleated midi skirts made from flowy fabrics like silk, lightweight wool, or cotton crepe are far more flattering. They draw the eye upward, elongate the legs, and give you that refined silhouette that's both modern and age-appropriate. A great alternative, try a high-waisted midi A-line skirt in camel or charcoal gray with a structured waistband. Pair it with a tucked-in blouse and low-block heels, and you'll instantly look taller and more elegant without trying too hard. 2. Avoid overly busy patterns that overwhelm. We've all fallen for those wild floral or geometric print skirts that scream personality. But after 60, less is more when it comes to print. Overly busy patterns can overwhelm a petite or mature frame and detract from the clean, sophisticated lines we want to create. I once wore a paisley maxi skirt in 5 different colors to a brunch thinking it looked boho chic. But looking back at photos, I realized it swallowed me up entirely. The print was too loud, and my figure was lost somewhere in that sea of fabric. Instead, go for tone-on-tone patterns, subtle pinstripes, delicate florals on a solid background, or textured weaves in neutral tones like ivory, navy, taupe, or soft blush. These patterns add depth and interest without taking over the entire look. If you love a statement piece, opt for one in a rich fabric, like a bronze silk jacquard skirt with a minimal motif. Pair it with a fitted top in the same color family to elongate your silhouette. The result is polished, put together, and endlessly elegant. 3. Steer clear of skirts that are too short or too long. Let's talk length, because when it comes to skirts, length is everything. Too short, and it can look a bit forced. Too long, and it can make you look shorter than you are. It's a fine balance, but one that can completely transform how tall and slim you appear. Mini skirts are great for our granddaughters, but for us, they often ride up when we sit and can emphasize the knees in ways we might not love. On the other end, floor-length skirts may seem dramatic and glamorous, but they tend to visually weigh you down. So what's the perfect sweet spot? Just below the knee to mid-calf. A midi skirt that hits right below the kneecap or mid-shin gives your legs room to breathe and helps elongate your body. Pair it with nude or beige-toned shoes to extend the line of your leg even further, Try a wrap-style midi skirt in dark olive. Wrap skirts allow for subtle movement and are flattering for nearly every body shape. With a white silk blouse and a pair of kitten heels, it's the perfect blend of classy and comfortable. 4. Avoid stiff, heavy fabrics that add bulk. Let's face it, fabric matters more than ever as we age. Stiff materials like thick denim, rigid wool, or synthetic blends can add unnecessary bulk, especially around the hips and waist. These are areas where we want to feel lighter, not weighed down. I once had a tweed skirt I adored, but every time I wore it, I noticed it added a good 2 inches to my frame visually. The fabric was stiff, and it didn't move with me. It worked against me. Instead, choose soft, draping fabrics like viscose, silk blends, lightweight knits, or linen mixes. These fabrics glide over your body and add an effortless elegance to your movement. They also make your entire outfit look more refined and luxurious. For instance, a soft cashmere blend knit skirt in ivory paired with a tonal turtleneck sweater can create an elegant column of color. It's not only flattering, but also incredibly chic in that old money kind of way. 5. Don't rely on elastic waistbands alone. I get it. Comfort is queen. But here's the thing. Elastic waistbands, while cozy, can sometimes look unstructured or casual, especially if the rest of the skirt lacks shape. Full elastic waists can bunch up under blouses, create odd volume, and lack that polished finish we're going for. I had a favorite jersey skirt with an elastic waist that I practically lived in during the summer, but it always felt a bit too relaxed when I wanted to dress up. It never looked right with a blouse tucked in, and belts didn't sit properly on it either. If you love comfort, who doesn't? Look for skirts with flat front waistbands and elastic at the back or side instead. These styles still offer stretch, but look far more tailored. Even better, opt for skirts with a zip closure and a little stretch in the fabric. You get the best of both worlds. A navy midi skirt with a side zip closure, subtle pleating, and a back elastic panel offers comfort while keeping your look elevated. Add a tucked-in knit top and a belt to cinch the waist. It's a simple formula that always works. 6. Say no to skirts that lack movement. One of the most overlooked elements in skirt styling is movement. Skirts that are too stiff, tight, or heavy don't sway when you walk, and that movement is what gives skirts their signature grace. A skirt with no movement looks static and can add visual weight. A skirt should dance around your legs gently as you walk. It's flattering, feminine, and adds a certain quiet glamour. Skirts with gaudés, gentle pleats, or bias cuts offer beautiful movement and visual fluidity. I especially love bias cut midi skirts in satin or matte silk. They gently hug the hips and flare out ever so slightly without clinging. A rich chocolate brown or deep burgundy version looks stunning for fall, paired with a light camel cashmere sweater and knee-high boots. You'll not only feel lighter, you'll look more polished and poised. 7. Skip unflattering skirt plus top combinations. Lastly, let's talk styling. You might have the perfect skirt, but pairing it with the wrong top can throw off your proportions entirely. The biggest mistake? Wearing oversized tops untucked over flowy skirts. This hides your waist and creates a boxy, shapeless look. I've made this mistake so many times, especially when layering. I'd throw on a big cardigan over a full skirt, and suddenly I looked heavier and shorter. It's not the skirt's fault, it's the styling. To look taller and slimmer, focus on balanced proportions. Tuck your blouse or sweater in, or do a simple French tuck to show the waistline. Add a belt when needed to emphasize your shape. If your skirt is voluminous, go with a more fitted top. If the skirt is slim, a softly draped blouse or cropped jacket works beautifully. try a soft gray pleated midi skirt with a slim turtleneck tucked in, layered under a short cream boucle jacket. Add some slingback heels, and you've got an outfit that makes you look 10 pounds lighter and 2 inches taller without even trying. Final thoughts. Confidence is always in style. At the end of the day, the right skirt can absolutely transform your look. Whether you're aiming to appear slimmer, taller, or just more polished, it all comes down to the right fit, length, fabric, and styling. It's not about hiding your age. It's about celebrating it with style and showing the world that elegance never expires. So as you revamp your skirt collection, remember to keep things structured yet soft, classic yet modern. Don't shy away from experimenting, but always come back to what flatters you most. A great skirt is more than just a piece of clothing. It's a confidence booster, a style enhancer, and your secret weapon to looking timeless and chic over 60. If you found this helpful, let me know which skirt style you're excited to try next, or share your favorite go-to outfit. You know I love hearing from you. Until next time, keep dressing with purpose and joy. You deserve to look and feel fabulous every single day. Age is not a limitation, it's a liberation. When it comes to style after 50 or 60, the rules are no longer dictated by trends alone, but by self-awareness, comfort, and a deep understanding of what truly enhances our beauty. A skirt, far from being a relic of youth, is a timeless piece that can elevate a mature woman's elegance like nothing else. When chosen with care, in a flattering silhouette, with refined fabrics and a perfect fit, a skirt doesn't just complement the figure, it transforms the entire presence. It creates movement, softness, and structure all at once, allowing you to express femininity without sacrificing comfort or dignity. In contrast, trousers may offer practicality, but they often lack the graceful line and inherent charm of a well-tailored skirt. Skirts can visually elongate the body, define the waist, and soften the overall look in a way that is both chic and age-appropriate. They whisper elegance rather than shouting for attention. And that quiet confidence is what makes them so powerful. So if you've ever hesitated between trousers or a skirt, let your reflection, not your birth year, be your guide. Choose the piece that makes you walk taller, smile brighter, and feel more like yourself. Because after 50, style should be nothing less than a celebration of the woman you've become.